Costello.
Sue King.
Jim Olinger.
Carlina Winger.
Kat King.
Sam King.
In the early 1900s, racial barriers negatively impacted the careers of many. Percy LeBon Julian was a scientist and entrepreneur who overcame countless obstacles to become a world-class scientist, self-made millionaire, and civil rights pioneer. This picture is Percy LeBon Julian, and it is provided by the Science History Institute, published in 2018. Julian began overcoming the odds when he received 2 college degrees and a PhD in chemistry. He began making his significant impact on science when he discovered mass production methods for synthesizing medicinal compounds. He furthered his work and success by forming his own business and research institute. In other words, Julian's accomplishments in his career had significant impacts on science and the fair treatment of all races. Julian was born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama. The Science History Institute's article, published in 2018, states that he was the son of a railway mail clerk and the grandson of slaves. At the age of 17, Julian was accepted into DePauw University in Greencastle, Indiana. Julian was a sub-freshman, meaning he had to take high school classes simultaneously with his college classes. He graduated valedictorian of his class with Phi Theta Kappa honors in 1920. Carey's article, published in 2000, states that Julian received an Austin Fellowship in Chemistry and attended Harvard to complete his master's degree. Julian received a Rockefeller Foundation grant and traveled to Austria to attend the University of Vienna and obtain his PhD in chemistry. In 1931, he received his PhD and began collaborating and researching with Joseph Pickle at Howard University and then DePauw University. This research would establish Julian's reputation as a world-famous chemist. Julian's first scientific achievement was the synthesis of physostigmine to treat glaucoma. The American Chemical Society's National Historic Chemical Landmarks article, published in 1999, says that this was the first total synthesis of physostigmine from the calabar bean. Physostigmine is still used today to treat glaucoma. Julian's next major discovery was that the steroid stigmasterol was obtainable from soybeans and could be used to synthesize sex hormones such as progesterone and testosterone. The Science History Institute's article, published in 2018, says that the female sex hormone progesterone was found to treat certain cancers and help women have healthier pregnancies. Wicktop's article, published in 1980, states that Julian developed a new innovative industrial process for converting soybean oil into progesterone in bulk. This process produced around 5 to 6 pounds of progesterone per day. And from this discovery, other sex hormones could also be produced at this size and speed. The Journal of Blacks in Higher Education, number 55, published in 2007, says that Julian's next major discovery was the synthetic cortisone substitute, Substance S. Substance S could relieve rheumatoid arthritis. At this time, natural cortisone cost hundreds of dollars per drop, whereas the synthetic cortisone cost pennies per ounce. This substance was much less expensive and just as effective. In other words, Julian accomplished scientific methods that made important medicinal products abundant and affordable. Wicktop's article, published in 1980, says that Julian began his own research firm in 1953. This firm was called Julian Laboratories Incorporated and specialized in the production of synthetic cortisone. Then Julian formed his research institute, which was called Julian Research Institute, and it was a nonprofit research organization. Throughout his life and career, Julian was socially active in groups aiming to advance conditions for African Americans. According to the Journal of Blacks in Higher Education, number 55, published in 2007, Julian served on the boards of several organizations and universities, fighting for civil rights for African Americans. He also helped found the Legal Defense and Educational Fund of Chicago. All in all, Julian played a significant role in the advancement of civil rights for African Americans, and he overcame racial barriers to accomplish scientific, business, and personal success. To summarize, Julian was a chemist and entrepreneur who had a significant positive impact on the development of science and the civil rights of African Americans. Julian was able to overcome odds and receive 2 college degrees and a PhD in chemistry. He significantly advanced the field of science when he discovered how to mass produce important medicinal compounds. He furthered his career success when he founded his own business and research organization. In conclusion, Julian's significant impact on the advancement of science and civil rights proves that he is worthy of being remembered in history.
Yay.
Very good.